And we're going to actually talk about a little bit of a launch strategy must have when it comes to launching a podcast. Now, when you think about launching a podcast, especially in today's age, you never want to just launch with one episode. The reason for this, there's a couple of reasons, and I'll share my take on this, is that the first reason is there's so much material out there right now that you want to give people more than just one episode from the get-go so they can start to really sense and get a feel of who you are as a podcast and as a podcast host. If you just launch with one episode, you're kind of limiting yourself on giving the audience a really good feel of who you are, what kind of content you're going to be rolling out, what is your vibe, what is your cadence as a podcast host, etc. So that's one reason why you want to start with multiple episodes. The other one is that it really allows you to hit your ideal audience. And there's some algorithm things on the back end as well with this. You're going to be able to kind of see from stats and data as well, which episodes do better. So you're going to get a better idea of which topics are resonating with your audience the most. You're also going to be able to kind of sense how long does it take your audience to absorb the content, because you're going to have data after a day of posting, after a week, after 2 weeks, after a month. So there's various reasons why when you first launch a podcast, launching with just more than one episode is important. I believe starting with about 4 to 6 episodes out of the can. So the first day that your podcast goes live, there's going to be 4 to 6 episodes right there. These episodes should really curate and give the audience a feel of what the entire experience is going to be like on your podcast. So for example, if you're going to be doing a mix of solo episodes and guest episodes, you're going to want to have a mix of that in that first batch. If you're going to be doing any kind of Q&A where you bring the audience in, you're going to want that to be included. Really, it comes down to what are your content pillars, what are the pain points and the challenges that you may be solving on your podcast, or maybe if you have a podcast that's more entertainment driven or pop culture driven, you're going to want to have those elements there to really showcase the experience of what people can expect when they tune into you. Another benefit of launching with multiple episodes is if someone listens to these episodes and they really like them, they're going to be more likely to subscribe, to rate, and to review your podcast, as opposed to you only having one episode out. It may not give them enough to really hook them, especially in today's mass consumption age. So that's kind of my spiel on the launch strategy of must-haves.